Hey folks, how's it going? Tonight we're going to do something a little interesting. Going to put the second cylinder head onto the 72 Vista Cruiser's 350 Rocket V8. Anyway, just going to show you a few pointers and a few tips, and I hope it'll help out and for any of your projects. And like I say, don't get discouraged, just go at them easy and go at them slowly and check and recheck and double check all your work all the time. Okay, we're going to start with just looking at a few of the things that we have here. We have the redone cylinder head. The other one's already on the car. This head's been shaved 0.008 thousandths of an inch. It was just to help to clean up the surfaces, the deck surface a little bit, and to make sure it was nice and flat, obviously, when it goes back onto the engine. And it'll bump up the compression ratio just ever so slightly in conjunction with the thinner head gaskets that I have for the car. I'm looking at roughly a 9.2, which is nothing crazy or anything serious, but it certainly does help with the types of fuels that are available today, and of course with the cost. Now, just previously I sprayed out, I just air hosed out the cylinders, make sure there's no carbon bits or anything from the cleaning process that would end up scratching cylinder walls. Just a nice little light film of oil in the cylinders right now, just to help and make sure that when it starts up we don't have dry cylinder walls. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of cleaning because you're going to see something here. Okay, hopefully the camera will stay over here while we're doing our process. Now, the cylinder head deck looks pretty clean, but in all reality there's still quite a bit of dust and dirt on it. Clean rag over here, let you see. You want to make sure these surfaces are nice and clean for when you put your new cylinder head gasket on. You want to make sure there's no dust or dirt or grit to get in the way and to bother anything and possibly cause you a little bit of a problem down the road. It might not show up right away anything, but it does eventually. I mean, shortcuts are not really such. There we go. Do the same to the cylinder head itself really quick. Be right back. There we go. All done. Alright. Somebody's calling. They can wait. Okay, we got our new head gasket. We'll get that ready. Gotta be careful when you're putting head gaskets on. Some are marked top and some are marked top and bottom. It's very easy to get them reversed. These can pretty much only go on one way onto an Olds engine, and these don't really matter. Because like I said, if you try to put them on the wrong way, they'll be sticking out like that or whatever. But it's pretty much par for the course. Stick it on. You have little dowels that locate them for you quite nicely and help to hold it on. Just like that. Now comes the fun part. Cylinder heads weigh about 65 pounds each. You gotta do a little bit of leaning. If you don't think you can do it yourself, always get somebody to help, because if you slip and you crunch an edge of a head gasket over here, it'll be ruined because they'll never seal with a little nick in it like that, because these are designed to squash down. When you tighten up the cylinder heads, these little metal ridges that you see over here are designed to squash down and help to make your seal. Okay, let's get the head. Always try and make sure your hands are nice and grease-free and clean, because you don't want to have a slip at the most inopportune time putting one of these things on. I put little bolts on either end just to help to hold them. My fingers can get a little bit of grip on this thing over here. And just try to get it positioned, make sure everything is out of the way. Hoses, pipes, anything that can aggravate you and make you have a bad slip and maybe ruin the gasket. But you want to try to know where your locating holes are. Like there's little locating holes on the top here where these things will fit. You notice, of course, I also have pieces of cloth or paper towel inside the intake manifold ports, because you never know when something can fall in or anything like that. You don't want to have any disasters. It's always good to run a magnet through the ports before you put the intake manifold in, just to make sure that no inadvertent nuts and bolts ended up falling in there. Okay, we're going to fit the head now. Sort of blinded over here. A little bit of a problem. Just take your patience, keep everything that are blocking your view out of the way, and go for it again. One, two. on. There we go. Get one bolt, cylinder head bolt. You always keep your head bolts numbered so you know where they're going to go in proper sequence. Just get it on like that. While I'm snug down really quick. Don't have any danger of this thing slipping on you. Trouble lights are called trouble lights just for that. They're always getting in the way. Just enough. Then you put your other cylinder head bolts on. They're numbered, of course, in the sequence that you took them out. Make sure that they're clean. The threads have to be lightly oiled. I will take out that bolt I just put and oil it properly as the specifications in the book call for. But there we go. Second cylinder heads onto the car. Next major project will be, of course, get everything buttoned up, get the headers all bolted up. This one just peeking through, and I already pre-fitted them with one of the old cylinder heads, so I know they'll bolt on just right and just nice over here. There we have it, folks. It's another little sequence with the 72 Olds Vista Cruiser. Down there are some of the pipes that are going to be going onto the system. It's a mandrel bent 2.5-inch dual. Oh, there you have it. Things happening slowly but surely. Hopefully this ride will be on the road before too long. Nicer weather's coming. You want to enjoy it. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks.